Hi, welcome to this session about PriceFX Salesforce plugin. What is it? Let's remind first in a couple words, what is PriceFX Quote Configurator and what is Salesforce, sometimes called SFDC. PriceFX Quote Configurator supports the sales and back office teams with the quote configuration, in short CPQ, calculation and simulation capability. Salesforce CRM is typically used by sales, service, and marketing to grow accounts, find new customers, and close deals. And the PriceFX SFDC plugin allows users of Salesforce to work with PriceFX Quote Configurator module from within SFDC environment, so that the Salesforce user doesn't have to log in to PriceFX software just to work with quotes. In this session, you will learn how to filter a list of quotes, how to make a new quote, and how the mobile version of Salesforce plugin looks. The login to Salesforce is quite easy. You simply navigate in your browser to the address of salesforce.com, then you provide your username and password, and you log in. The quote configurator is plugged into several screens in Salesforce, into opportunities, accounts, and as a standalone application. In this session, you will see the common behavior in the standalone application. Here is the list of quotes. You can filter the quotes, change the visibility of columns, and save your filter and column preferences. Sorting is done by clicking on the column name. Let's filter only to the Appetito customer. We get back 22 quotes. If the list would be too long, then it would be paged. You could see the numbers of pages at the bottom. Further, we would like to see only the recent quotes, effective from January 1st. So let's add another filter. There's a lot of columns. You can organize them as you need. For instance, you can simply navigate in the content of the table by dragging your mouse. You can move the columns. For example, let's move the expiry date just after the effective date. To hide a column, you can open list of columns and pick those you want to see. For example, let's take out the customer ID and name without revision out from this list. So now they are hidden. Finally, all of the settings you've made, you can save as a preference, so next time you log in, it will remember your filtering and column choice. Once saved, you can flip between the various saved preferences. So here's how to save it. Let's click on the pen, give it some name, and save. And now you can flip between the existing preferences. You can see they also remember the filters, not only the layout of the columns. Next things are actions. You can do various actions with existing quotes simply by selecting the quote and then pick the action. So we select the quote, then on the top you can see the various actions you can do with the quote. Let's have a look how to make a new quote. First, let's set a customer. We'll pick up spaghetti. Okay, now we have the customer. Next, we'll just give it some name. And we'll keep the effective date and the expiry date. And next step is to add the products we would like to quote. So let's pick up these 3 products. It already calculates the result while adding, so now it's calculated. We still would like to negotiate the amount. So let's say for the first one, we'll negotiate the quantity 1, for the second, quantity 2, and for the last one, 10. And we can price the full quote to see how much money it's in total. So in total, it's 290 euros. All right, so now we can discuss with the customer maybe the price. So the customer expects certain price. Okay, so let's say he expects 9 euros. So you can see the system gives to the sales representative, to the user of Salesforce, a lot of guidance, what he can, what he shouldn't do. In this case, the invoice price is really, really wrong because it's actually below the floor price. And the margin is actually too really, really low. So the last step, of course, would be once you negotiate the prices to submit such quote for approval. And there might be some approvers. Let's have a look if there is somebody in the workflow. You can see there is a group of people called Approve Level 2, and also the reason why somebody of that group should approve such quote. So if we close this, then we can, if we still want to submit such a quote, we simply click on Submit, and the quote is now submitted, and it waits for the approvers to approve. Want to learn more? Visit us at uni.pricefx.eu.